Good afternoon. Do you like twice baked potato? Me too. Today I'm going to take my 10 pounds of potatoes that I got at 59 cents for 5 pounds. Do the math. So I've got 10 pounds of potatoes I've got here for $1.18. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do what's called twice baked potatoes. I'm going to wash these, bake them in the oven at 400 degrees for about 45 minutes. Take them out, twice bake them, and then freeze them. I've got lots of prepped potatoes in the freezer, from chopped potatoes, hash browns, cubed potatoes, you name it, we got potatoes. And I decided that sometimes Kevin wants a baked potato, and I just don't have it because I prepped the potatoes already and froze them. So I'm going to go ahead and do some twice baked potatoes with the larger ones, and you're going to come along as I do it. So for $1.18, we're going to have potatoes. Come on.
Stop for a moment. There's still time. You're not late. You don't need to have it all figured out. Just show up.
Let's get these rinsed. Some of these, yeah, they're gonna be fine. Let's get them rinsed. Okay, let's get my oven turned on to 400 degrees, and then we'll get these put in the oven for about 45 minutes, and then make mashed potatoes out of them, and then bake them again. Here we go. Nothing special with a baked potato, really, but I want to come up with some more creative ways to prep and freeze potatoes so we have them when it's time to eat dinner or lunch, and pick up the pace a bit, you know? Like I say, sometimes I like to be a little dangerous. So we're going to get these baked and then turn them into twice baked and then freeze them. This one here, I think we're not going to do. All right, and they go. Set my timer for an hour because it hasn't heated up all the way yet. And then we'll be good. See you in a bit. So my twice baked potatoes are done. Let's get them out of the oven, although they've only been baked once. Let's get them out. There we go. All right, so let's get the potato cut in half. Then we're gonna dig the potato out of there. So we're done with almost all the potatoes. And you can see it doesn't make any difference how big or small they are. They're still gonna make a nice little side dish for dinner or a light little lunch. You know, people think when they have a baked potato, it has to be those huge, large ones they get at restaurants, or the ones that are in the grocery store that they want to sell for $2 a pound. Not necessary. You can eat just as nice with these little ones. So twice baked means, baked them first, took the goodies out. Now what we'll do is use this as the foundation dish to put the potato back in after we get it mashed. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so let's get these mashed, and I'm gonna use my little hand masher. I just think that's easier. So let's get started with this bowl first. And you can use milk, whipping cream, whatever you want to put in your potato. I'm going to put in a little bit of butter. I have a little bit of open cheddar cheese I want to use up that I shredded and made into my individual pack. Those of you who have followed me know that I packed these myself. We bought the cheese in blocks when it was on sale. I shredded it and put individual servings, and there we go. So we've got some cheese in there. I've got some leftover sour cream that I want to use up. Now you can freeze sour cream, and I did. And when you do that, the consistency is a little bit different once you thaw it, but that's okay. The flavor stays the same. So I'm gonna put in some sour cream. I'm gonna put in some garlic powder. Again, you put in what you want. As I often say, you do you, boo. Let's put in some thyme. I like thyme. It's good for you. It's good for people who have sinus issues. It helps clear up sinuses really nicely. Anyhow, I'm not a doctor, just putting that in there. And it's good flavor. So let's get those mashed. Once I get that blended, then I'll add a little bit of cream so I can see what I need. So I'm just gonna mash those up. You can use your hand blender, your hand mixer, whatever you want. I'm just using this because it's easy as well. All right, so now I'm gonna add some more potato in there and keep moving. Now I'm gonna have to add a little bit of whipping cream. Again, you can use whipping cream, you can use milk, get that skin out of there. You can use whatever tickles your fancy. This is just another way to buy potatoes on sale. Again, believe it or not, we spent 59 cents for 5 pounds of potatoes. So for $1.18, I'm making 10 pounds of twice baked potatoes. See, I didn't need a lot of milk. See that? Mixed up just nicely. So let's get the other bowl mixed up. And then we can get to filling up the potatoes. So let's put in some more cheddar cheese. Again, put in whatever you like. Put in your own flavoring. I'm gonna add my thyme. I'm gonna add my garlic powder. I'm gonna put in some more of the sour cream. We'll just use it up. It's good till January, getting close. All right, let's mix that up and see how much milk we need or creamer we need. Now I know that some people put an egg in theirs to help keep the consistency a little bit thicker so that it kind of sets up, whips better. But I'm not gonna do that. I think it's fine just the way it is. I don't need to put an egg in there. Okay. Very nice. Now let's get these potatoes filled. We're just gonna put it back inside, the mashed potato back inside there. Put in as much as you want, or as little as you want. See how nice that is? So I'm gonna fill them back up. How cute those are. You can hear Kevin in the background talking on the phone, so I need to go shut that door. Okay, look how beautiful those look. Isn't that great? Very, very nice. So now I'm gonna spray them with a little of the olive oil, if you don't want. I just think it gives it a nice little crispiness on top as they bake for the second time. And I'm gonna put some paprika on there for color. Look how nice those look. And they're gonna go back in the oven at 400 degrees for 10 minutes. And I'll set my timer. So the potatoes are done. I've taken them out of the oven. Look how beautiful those look. Now these two, I'm saving back for dinner tonight. So I've got them in the bags, and I've got just a few more here to bag up, and then we'll get them sealed. I wish you could smell these. They smell so good, and I'm sure that you have bought or know someone who has bought frozen baked potatoes at the supermarket. They've been loaded with chemicals as preservatives. They're in that freezer aisle, and they're expensive. So as I stated, I have been able to prepare 35 individual potatoes for meals out of that 10-pound bag. And I've been able to by putting 2 in each bag, because Kevin and I eat together. I have been able to prepare, let's see here, gotta leave that one out. I have been able to prepare 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 meals out of this for right around $1.60, because I want to put in the additive of the milk and the cheese, you know, because people are gonna say, yeah, but Jeff, you don't have just potatoes in there. And I'm like, yeah, but what I've done is I've prepped, so I know what I have in my freezer, and it didn't cost me a whole lot. So altogether, I have 35 individual meals, potatoes, in all these meals for right around $1.60. But before I seal those up, this little one's got my name all over it. Those shells are so nice and crispy. What a good flavor those are. All right, let's get these sealed. My bag sealer has all these different options on the top. I can vacuum seal dry items, moist, delicate, or soft. Now on these, I'm gonna go delicate, because I don't want these potatoes to smash as the air comes out. I just wanna get some of the air out. So we do delicate, get some of that air out of there, seal it up, and the potato didn't get smashed. Isn't that wonderful? So let me continue getting these closed up. All right, so now I'm gonna get these in my basket so that I can put them in the freezer. The nice thing about these is when you're ready to eat them, you just take it right out of the freezer. Leave it in the bag if you want, thaw it in your microwave, or let it thaw on your countertop and pop it in your oven. Take the plastic bag off. Or if you have an air fryer, take the plastic bag off, pop it in your air fryer, and you have got delicious, fresh, twice baked potato. If you've never tried these, I encourage you to do so. Again, this whole basket, about $1.60. So I encourage you to continue to prep, shop wisely, and if nothing else, be kind. Until next time, ciao.
Stop for a moment. There's still time. You're not late. You don't need to have it all figured out. Just show up.